Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm on a golf course in Bridgehampton, New York on Long Island. Before the golf course was built, this was the site of the Bridgehampton Racing Circuit. And in a matter of a few hours, the greens and fairways here are going to be full of some amazing cars, and we're going to check them out. This is an invitation-only event they call The Bridge.
All right, here's a rare beast, a 2003 Saleen S7. Full carbon fiber, 7 liters, 550 normally aspirated horsepower. This Abarth Simca 1300 GT ran the Targa Florio 3 times, and it's been beautifully preserved right down to the floor mats.
This is the Abarth motor.
Comedian Jerry Seinfeld brought one of his many Porsches, a 1970 911 ST.
You gotta touch the car. Have you ever noticed that? Even in like the 30s, people, they always touch the car in the picture.
Look at this lovely 1971 Ferrari Dino 246 GT. These cars have a V6 engine, and they were named Dino in memory of Enzo Ferrari's son, Dino, who sadly passed away at the age of 22. You can see a lot of later Ferraris in the Dino. Here's a pair of 50s American icons. First, this gorgeous 55 Oldsmobile Super 88 convertible. Luxury and power with the top-of-the-line performance package, a 324 cubic inch Rocket V8. Two-tone and simply dripping with chrome. And this 1956 Ford Thunderbird in peacock blue with Ford's Y-Block Interceptor 8-cylinder engine and a 4-speed manual gearbox. Pretty rare for an early T-Bird. One of the most audacious American cars of the 50s is this 1954 Kaiser Darrin Roadster, designed by Hollywood automotive stylist Dutch Darrin, with a fiberglass body predating the Corvette, and unique doors that slide into the front fenders. The Darrin was plagued with lots of problems, though, including an underpowered F-Head 6 and a high sticker price, and just 435 were built. This 1971 Alfa Romeo Montreal is a Marcello Gandini design, with coachwork by Bertone and a fuel-injected 2.6-liter V8. Only about 3,900 Montreals were built. This Granada Red 1967 BMW 2000 CS has only 4,006 original miles. The front end of these cars is a little strange, and it didn't survive into the later E9 coupe, but the rest of the design was pretty brilliant. Here's a Celeste Blue 1958 Alfa Romeo Giulietta Spider. These are marvelous little cars, fantastic handling, a free-revving twin-cam 1300cc engine, just a joy to drive. Richard Goncalves of Rox Motorsport in New Jersey builds artistically distressed Porsches. This one's called the Panamericana. It's meant to resemble a battle-scarred road racer. It's a fantasy build that asks, what if the legendary La Carrera Panamericana race of the 50s had been continued? And this will be as close as we'll get to answering that question. How often do you get the chance to stroll past a line of Lamborghini Countaches? Or Ferrari F40s? But it wasn't all fast cars at the bridge. If you'd rather go slow, how about these 1950s workhorses? A pair of Land Rover Series 1s, a pickup, and a station wagon with all aluminum alloy bodies. Their simplicity and their primitive nature is what makes them so cool. There was also a North American spec Defender 110, one of just 500 ever built. All right, let's look at some American muscle. A Shelby GT350, a very plain Jane Boss 429, and this Ram Air 400 1969 Pontiac GTO, infamously called the Judge, complete with window sticker. Here's the 1965 L78 396 Corvette Stingray. Nassau blue, matching numbers. Check out this incredibly rare Mopar. It's a 1965 Dodge Coronet A990. Super stalker for sure. Torque Flight automatic, 426 Hemi, over 500 horsepower. Rear seat delete, heater delete. Thinner sheet metal than a standard production car, all to save weight. Just 101 were built, and they were built for one thing: drag racing. Low 11s in the quarter mile right off the showroom floor. 3 Porsche Carrera GTs, 2 in basalt black, 1 in GT silver. Some call this the best street Porsche ever built. The E30 BMW M3 is another halo car. They're homologation machines built to race, and there are many details that separate them from a conventional E30. And speaking of homologation cars, here's a pair of Ferrari 288 GTOs. They were built for Group B rally and circuit racing in Europe, but Group B was canceled because the cars just became too dangerous. There were several fatalities, and only 272 288 GTOs were produced. And here's the car that succeeded it, the Ferrari F40, a raw, uncompromising, pure performance machine. It was created to commemorate the 40th anniversary of the company, and it was the last car personally overseen by Enzo Ferrari before his death in 1988. This is a Maserati Quattroporte, a Series 1 from 1965, and it's the best kind of classic car, original and unrestored. Quattroporte means four-door in Italian. It's a big, luxury grand touring saloon with a 4.1-liter V8, and the Q-Port was styled by Pietro Frua. And when you see similar headlamps on other Italian cars, that's a Frua signature. Then there's the Maserati Bora, a futuristic wedge design by Giorgetto Giugiaro. It was the first mid-engine Maserati road car. The Bora got a 4.7-liter aluminum V8 with Hemi heads, and it has hydraulically controlled pop-up headlights, driver's seat, and even pedal adjustment. And that's because Maserati at the time was owned by French auto giant Citroën, who were obsessed with hydraulic controls. Up near the clubhouse, there was a stunning display of Ferraris in rare colors, put together by Anthony Serra and his team at 1600 Veloce, one of the premier classic car dealers out there today, proving that these cars don't always need to be red. And finally, here's a Lamborghini Huracan Sterrato, a crazy and capable supercar you can actually drive off-road. And that's the bridge. What an event. I highly recommend attending if you can swing it. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.